Have you ever been hurt so deeply that it changed how you look at people or even yourself? When someone hurts you, it's not just the pain of what happened. It's the aftermath. The replay in your mind, the endless why, and the quiet anger that refuses to leave. But here's the truth. Healing doesn't begin when they apologize. It begins when you decide to set yourself free. Because freedom isn't forgetting what happened. It's releasing the control that pain still has over you. Today, we'll talk about how to reclaim your peace, rebuild your dignity, and rise stronger than before. When someone hurts you, the hardest part is not the pain itself. It's accepting that it actually happened. Most people try to stay strong by pretending it doesn't matter, telling themselves they're fine. But that quiet denial keeps the wound open. Acceptance isn't about weakness or surrender. It's about facing reality with courage. When you finally allow yourself to admit, yes, that moment broke me, you stop fighting the truth and start healing from it. Pain is not your enemy. It's your signal that something within you needs attention. The moment you face it without fear, you reclaim power over it. You no longer live in the shadow of what was done to you. Instead, you step into awareness, clarity, and choice. Acceptance doesn't mean you agree with what happened. It means you refuse to be defined by it. Healing begins the second you honor your pain instead of hiding it. We often wait for closure like it's a door someone else must open. But sometimes that person will never come back, never apologize, and never explain why they did what they did. And yet, life still asks you to move forward. Closure isn't about them. It's about reclaiming your peace without needing their permission. You can't keep your soul hostage to someone's silence. The truth is, waiting for closure gives them power over your healing. The apology you never got no longer controls your story once you decide to let it go. The peace you're seeking doesn't arrive from outside. It's created within. You set yourself free when you stop needing validation to feel whole again. Closure is a self-made decision to choose calm over chaos and growth over resentment. Detachment is one of the most misunderstood parts of healing. People often think it means becoming cold or indifferent, but real detachment is the opposite. It's the highest form of emotional strength. It's choosing peace over constant reaction. When someone hurts you, your mind keeps replaying every word, every look, searching for answers that will never come. You start living in that loop, trying to fix what's already done. Detachment is stepping out of that loop. It's the moment you decide to stop giving your energy to what drains you. You don't have to erase your feelings or pretend the person didn't matter. You just refuse to let their actions control your emotions anymore. You release the attachment to their approval, their guilt, or their recognition. You stop trying to rewrite the past and focus on protecting your present. That is real freedom, calm, quiet, and deeply dignified. Pain is a powerful teacher, but it can also be a cruel one if you never graduate from its lessons. Every hurt, betrayal, or disappointment has something to teach. Yet many people stay stuck repeating the same story because they never look beyond the pain. Ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? Maybe it showed you how much you tolerated when you should have spoken up. Maybe it reminded you that trust must be earned, not assumed. Pain loses its grip the moment you extract wisdom from it. Growth means seeing pain as information, not identity. You don't heal by erasing what happened. You heal by learning why it needed to happen and how it's shaping you into someone wiser, calmer, and more compassionate. Rebuilding boundaries after being hurt isn't about building walls. It's about understanding your worth in a new way. When someone crosses a line, it often exposes where you didn't have one firmly in place. Boundaries are not acts of punishment. They are acts of clarity. You start learning who deserves your time, your trust, and your energy. It's not arrogance. It's self-respect. When you learn to say no without guilt, you are teaching others how to treat you and reminding yourself that peace is priceless. The goal isn't to shut people out, but to let only the right energy in. Healthy boundaries protect your compassion from being exploited and your patience from being mistaken for weakness. They help you respond with wisdom instead of reacting from pain. Every boundary you set is a quiet declaration that you value your peace more than someone else's comfort. That's not selfishness, that's healing in motion. Forgiveness often feels impossible because it's misunderstood. Many believe forgiving means forgetting or pretending the wrong never happened. But real forgiveness is liberation, not approval. It's saying, you no longer have power over how I feel. You're not freeing them. You're freeing yourself from the emotional prison of resentment. Holding on to anger only ties you to the very moment you're trying to escape. Forgiveness doesn't excuse the harm. It transforms the heart that was harmed. It replaces bitterness with balance, not blindness. When you forgive, you reclaim control of your peace. You're no longer driven by revenge or regret, but by clarity. Forgiveness doesn't mean you invite them back. It means you've outgrown the version of yourself that needed their apology to move forward. It's courage dressed as calm, a decision to rise above what tried to break you. When you've been hurt, peace can start to feel like something distant, something only other people seem to have. But peace isn't found outside you. It's restored inside when you stop letting the same thought run your life. You can't control what others did, but you can control how much of it you replay in your mind. Reconnecting with your inner peace means learning to pause instead of react, to breathe instead of break, and to trust that not everything needs a conclusion. When you ground yourself in reflection and gratitude, even small moments begin to heal you. Peace grows in silence, in faith, in choosing calm when chaos invites you in. It's the strength to stand still when your emotions beg you to fight. Reconnecting with your inner peace is not about being unaffected. It's about being anchored. You stop depending on people to bring balance to your life and find it in your own heart instead. Freedom is not just walking away from people who hurt you. It's walking away from the version of yourself that stayed trapped in their shadow. You stop letting pain dictate your identity and start defining yourself by how you recover, not by how you were broken. Freedom is realizing that closure doesn't come when they say sorry. It comes when you stop waiting for them to. It's the peace of no longer explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. It's forgiving, not forgetting, and letting your growth speak louder than your wounds ever did. Real freedom is quiet confidence, knowing you can move forward without resentment and without losing your compassion. Every time you choose peace over reaction, understanding over ego, and healing over hatred, you are walking the path of true freedom. Every scar carries a lesson, but only if you let it. So take back your peace, protect your heart, and remind yourself daily. Your dignity is non-negotiable. You are not broken, you're being refined. Share your thoughts below. How are you healing today? And remember, your story isn't over. It's being rewritten with strength.